In today's world, artificial intelligence is slowly taking over as the framework of a lot of technical innovations. From high-tech computing to self-driving cars, robotics, and innovative enterprise solutions. And the list does not end here. It goes as far as your imagination can go. Did you know that artificial intelligence has, in recent times, played quite a number of impressive roles? For instance, in blockchain technology, artificial intelligence plays a very important role that forms the foundation of the crypto industry. It also played a key role during the COVID-19 pandemic. It prevented the virus from spreading in two different ways. The first is by tracing contacts. The second is by using drones and robots to respond to needs and deploy supplies, including deliverables like medicines, equipment, and food. Before we move over to the best AI stocks to invest in 2022, let's first look at the definition of artificial intelligence and how they are being used by companies. What is artificial intelligence? The simplest definition of AI is basically how artificial intelligence works. Artificial intelligence or machine learning entails loading a system with lots of data and using that data to train the system. After that, artificial intelligence uses the systems it has trained to make inferences and suggestions about new data that it has never come across. Simple, right? Training a system with lots of data so much that it can make inferences about other data when it comes across them. How is artificial intelligence used? From the definition of artificial intelligence, you can see it's not all about punching in numbers or feeding the system with data. It involves a lot of processes, many of which were not included specifically in the definition. Artificial intelligence also includes visual perception, language processing, object manipulation, reasoning, learning, and planning. Artificial intelligence is capable of doing normal tasks that would normally be done using human intelligence. AI is not alien tech, although it seems alien to most people. But how it works is simple. For instance, an AI system is designed to detect specific qualities or objects in an image. Several or lots of images with those objects are fed to the system, and it learns how to identify those objects in any image it comes across. The more objects it can identify, the more accurate the system becomes. Several companies use AI for several purposes. However, the majority of tech companies use it for other purposes. Most importantly, lots of tech companies use artificial intelligence to increase the potency of their existing operations. Some areas can be observed in self-driving cars, high-end applications, virtual assistants, and, of course, robotics. Other companies might use artificial intelligence for more specific purposes. An example is Google, which uses artificial intelligence to filter the spam mail its users receive. Another example is Amazon, which uses artificial intelligence for product recommendations. Companies use artificial intelligence for different reasons. Now, let's get to the best artificial intelligence stocks to invest in 2022. NVIDIA. The first on our list happens to be one of the biggest AI companies in the world, NVIDIA Corporations. It is one of the leading producers and designers of graphics chips. NVIDIA Corporation took advantage of the artificial intelligence boom by producing their graphics cards, which led them to become the de facto standard in most data centers all over the world. Graphic processing units are very important for playing or rendering computer games, and they support machine learning phases, which take up a lot of computing power, and an inference phase, which consumes less. NVIDIA is one of the best AI stocks to invest in because they are among, if not the, highest AI stocks. And AI happens to be the most responsible for the company's growth. NVIDIA graphics cards are one of the most used in the acceleration of so many data center applications. Because of this, the NVIDIA data center business is mostly responsible for the steady increase in the company's total revenue. Aside from the data centers, another of NVIDIA's areas of focus is self-driving cars. They also venture into software, hardware, and platforms that host and power driver assistance features and fully autonomous driving cars. Since self-driving cars need to process lots of data from many cameras and sensors in real time and detect objects like other vehicles or pedestrians, they do this to make complex decisions at a stipulated time. The whole process may seem simple, but it needs the mountainous amount of computing power that NVIDIA platforms offer. The graphics card made by NVIDIA might sometime in the future be replaced by more sophisticated and specialized processors created for artificial intelligence. Amazon. Another interesting artificial intelligence stock you might consider adding to your investment portfolio is Amazon. With lots of avenues created by Amazon, investing in it is a great idea for a long-term investment. When it comes to artificial intelligence, no company is well-versed as much as Amazon is. Before the boom in artificial intelligence, Jeff Bezos, the founder and chief executive officer of Amazon, has been a keen supporter of AI. You might consider him an artificial intelligence and machine learning evangelist. Even though Amazon began as an online retail store, technology had always been at its core. Now, you cannot take away AI from Amazon. As with every aspect of Amazon, there's a dice or a huge chunk of artificial intelligence. Let's start with Alexa, the industry's leading voice-activated digital assistant tech. Then there are Amazon Go cashierless grocery stores and the SageMaker of Amazon Web Services, a cloud infrastructure tool that is used to deploy high-end models for machine learning for developers and data scientists. Don't forget that Amazon's e-commerce is mostly designed based on artificial intelligence. The top flight recommendation engines are run by algorithms controlled by artificial intelligence. The same AI is used for music and video recommendations and is also used for product ranking. Have you ever heard of FBA Fulfillment by Amazon? It's a logistics operation set by Amazon as a result of artificial intelligence. Amazon's FBA helps to improve the accuracy and efficiency of delivery, rerouting, and scheduling. It does basically what any logistics company would do, but this time by AI. That is not all Amazon has in store for us. There's the drone delivery they are planning to implement. This would not only rock the e-commerce world, but also make them a very good stock to buy. C3 AI. C3 AI is another very interesting artificial intelligence stock to invest in this 2022. In the stock market, it is one of the closest things to a pure-play artificial intelligence stock, as the ticker and the company's name indicate. It's not as big as the other two companies mentioned. C3 AI is a company whose main focus is purely artificial intelligence. The company is a software-as-a-service company that creates software that allows other companies to deploy large artificial intelligence applications. They have several tools that their clients can use for several purposes. Some of them help to accelerate the development of software as well as assess the possible risks and costs of production. Their tools are both used by ENGIE, the European utility company, and the US Air Force. As a first mover, C3 AI are good stocks for long-term investments for investors willing to diversify their investment portfolio to artificial intelligence stocks. What do you think about this video? Which of the artificial intelligence stocks would you buy and why? Do well to let us know in the comment section. Till the next video, goodbye.